And usually when I say that, I usually get this look like, you're Sabahan. Why do you look Indian? You know, like I'm not allowed to. So I'm here to tell you guys that there are Indians in Sabah.
What?
I know, it's shocking, right? But there are Indians in Sabah. Granted, perhaps not a lot. Like, for example, if you're walking in a shopping complex and you see another Indian, they will probably stop whatever they're doing and stare at you. It's like a scene from the Highlander, you know, they're like doing something. I sense an Indian. And if you're like in an elevator, right? And you happen to be stuck in an elevator with another Indian, if it's an uncle or auntie, they'll probably, you know, ask you like, hi, how are you? Who's your father? Who's your mother? Second and third question. And the weird thing is that after asking you the question, they'll be like, I know your mother. I know your grandfather also. The Indian community is so small in KK that they kind of all know each other. And they have like something that we call an Indian News Network, which, you know, gets around basically. And growing up being Indian in Sabah it's kind of interesting. At the same time, you kind of get teased a lot because kids are mean. So when you're growing up, obviously people will tease the kid that looks different, right? Hey, he looks different, he looks Indian, right? So there are not that many Indians in Sabah. And one of the things that used to tease me a lot is, of course, when you're growing up, girls. So I used to avoid Indian girls like the plague growing up because if there was an Indian girl within a 20-kilometer vicinity, she was my girlfriend. Could not run away from that. It's like, hey, you're Indian, she's Indian. I'm like, but I don't even know her. But you guys would be such a cute couple. We're not pandas in the zoo, you know? We have other options. I don't have to hook up with her if I don't want to. So, you know, coming to West Malaysia, I think I came here about 10 years ago to study, then decided to stay on. So it was kind of like a little bit of a culture shock actually, because it's a big difference from like, hey, another Indian, I don't know him, to like, there's so many Indians, and I worked in a call center. I know, an Indian working in the call center, that's never happened, right? So, I worked in a call center which was like 90% Indian, so I went to like, from like almost no Indians to like freaking Hyderabad, you know? And I realized actually, why is it that, you know, Indians work in call centers? You know, it's like a cliche almost. And I started to realize, is it because we have that Indian gene? Or is it because maybe Chinese and Malays just don't have that call center customer service gene? And I think it might be the latter actually, because one is always trying to avoid the call. One is going like, oh man, gotta check your balance, you gotta open the screen, I was kind of hoping to come to work and not do anything today, you know? And the other one's like condescending. It's like, what, your balance? What was your balance yesterday? And what did you spend on today? So you minus what you spent on today from your balance yesterday, and then you'll have your balance today. You didn't call me to find this out? No, that's fail, is it? So like, one is like condescending, another one is trying to avoid the call. You know, which one goes with which? Yeah, do you guys know which one goes with which? You know what that means?
Yes.
It's all you are racist. Very bad. Don't be racist. It's bad to be racist. You know why it's bad to be racist? Because one day you might have a daughter. And one day you might have an argument with your daughter. And all that racism is going to come back to bite you in the ass. Your daughter's going to be like, he looks Indian, but he has a Malay name. And he's Sabahan. My dad was Indian. So yeah. That's how I get laid. Through revenge and miscommunication, basically. Yeah, so I get laid that way. If it wasn't for miscommunication, I would probably be like a priest. Yeah, this happens actually when, you know when girls, you go up to a girl in the club, and you say hi to her, and you talk to her, it's kind of intimidating sometimes. And girls that speak good English, sometimes they're a little bit sarcastic when you go and say hi to them. You know, everybody's a comedian nowadays, right? So, you go up to them and you say, hey, excuse me, would you like to dance? If it's a girl who doesn't speak English so much, you should be like, no, sorry, I'm with my friends, it's okay, thank you, sorry. But if it's a girl who speaks good English, you'd be like, yes, but not with you. So, then I say, would you like to dance? Yes, but not with you. I think you misheard me. I said you look fat in those pants. And then I walk off. And some of my Indian friends actually back in KK, they're gonna tell me like, dude, why are you having so many problems like in KL getting late? You should come back here. We're having like, it's fine here, you know, we get late quite a lot. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know I came here actually, so I should probably go back. Because in KK, I am sort of, well, Indians generally a rare commodity, right? So in here, it's kind of like million matchas everywhere you look, right? So it's sort of like rambutan. You know, if you give a rambutan to a Malaysian will look at it and say, okay, it's rambutan. All right, is it got a small seed? Is it sweet? Is it buka isi? Is it nice? You know, what is it? The green one, the long one? Very, very fussy. But if you give it to a orang putih, a mat saleh, a white person, they take it and be like, whoa, what's this? Oh, it's sweet, it's juicy, it's so interesting. You know, I like it. I just love it. You don't really ask so many questions. So that's what I am to some Sabah uncles. I'm like what a rambutan is to a white person. I'm exotic and hairy. Alright guys.